So the third execution essential is focusing on contraction. This is one of the most difficult ones because it is the place that your brain is going to want to bail on. It's like, wow, this is getting really tired, and we don't want to make it tired because what if, I don't know, a tiger starts chasing us or something? We got to have a little bit of something left in the tank. We usually don't have to deal with that problem anymore, so we have to keep in mind that we're trying to make it hard on purpose, and if you don't keep that in mind and focus on contracting the muscles that are burning to high heaven, you're not going to get very much out of it. You can just bounce back and forth. You can even have the right setup, the right intention, and the right initiation, but if you blow it as you move through the rep and through the movement and on the way back down as well, you're not going to be getting a whole lot of challenge to the muscles, which again is literally the entire point. So once I get myself set up properly on the machine, this is in the right place, I get myself initiated by pulling down into the machine, and I start by squeezing my quads. Now I am focusing on contracting those quads through every single little piece of the rep, especially where it's the hardest, and keeping them squeezing as they allow the weight to come back down, like so. Versus, get yourself set up, you kind of initiate, and then you know, your intention is, I'm going to move this machine around this arc of motion, and then you just kind of go back and forth. Not really focusing on squeezing my quads a whole lot. I feel little to nothing happening in them. Versus, squeeze those suckers as hard as I can and really slowly climb through the motherfucking motion. And I'm starting to shake already on a pretty light weight because I'm contracting it so intensely, and then slowly back down. It's getting hard. My brain wants to bail, but I'm not going to let it because I'm in charge. Slowly contracting through the whole motion. Okay, let's make sure we contract from the beginning. Like that. You can tell the difference in terms of the tempo because it's hard to focus on contraction if you're moving too quickly, which is the next essential, which builds on this one. But you just want to make sure you're squeezing the muscles the whole time. People often aren't doing this when they come in and start doing their workouts after I've done the orientation, and they're focusing on contraction during the orientation and saying, man, this feels great. Then they come in for a few workouts, and then I hear things like, just not quite getting the same thing out of it because you're not focusing on the contraction you need to be using in that exercise. So focusing on squeezing the muscles that I've told you to squeeze on each of the machines the entire time is super, super difficult. Opposite of what the nervous system wants you to do. Super easy to bail on if you're thinking about what's happening outside or the taco truck next door or whatever is going on. But you need to buckle down, squeeze the muscles like someone's going to come in and punch you in your quads and you got to protect them in this example. And then keep those suckers as tight as you can, almost to the point of cramping. I'm already starting to shake on it because I'm contracting them so hard on 50 pounds, which is nothing compared to what I'm normally doing, but I'm contracting it so intensely through every inch of every rep.